Welcome, welcome. Tell all your friends to get in here. All right, I think we're starting. Are we live? And that's my screen, hopefully. All right. Listen up, fuckers. We're rated R, so I can say fuck. Other than that, I don't know. Follow the code of conduct.
Here we go. All right, tonight's agenda, just like most nights. 101, we're late, I believe. Yeah, we're 6 minutes late. And then right after this, we'll do news with James Beal. And then we got one talk tonight with Ethan Grote talking about shilling malware in a bull market, abusing DeFi for C2. So that sounds interesting. And then after that, I don't know, how long are we allowed to stay here? Usually about 10? 9?
Sorry. Meeting ends at 9.
Meeting ends at 9. We hang out here till about 10. And then usually people will go to Star Bar downtown. You don't have to, but speaking of that, I'm probably off subject. I'll get back to it. We have Ubers. I'll get back to them. So housekeeping. Don't touch anything behind the rope. Pizza, drinks, all that stuff back there. If you haven't already been, if you got over here without going through there, right? That's, interesting. But please tip the bar. Our sponsor table. We have a sponsor, Exabeam, Extra Hop, not Extra Hop. They would be at the table. They're not here tonight. They couldn't make it, but they did sponsor. And then no talking up here during the talks, during the presentations, whatnot. Go back over that way. Go outside. It's beautiful outside, so go out there. So we have our motto, challenge ideas, not people, stolen from SecKC, just like half of our equipment. And then getting back to the code of conduct, if you have questions about, if you've had experienced harassment questions, you need to talk to anyone. There's me, Craig, Brandon, who I think took off. Is he still here? He's still here. He said he was going to take off. He's still here. How to report? You can report it to us over Discord. I think we all have like a little board or admin thing role on Discord, in person or admins@secdsm.org. You're up now.
All right, and everything he just said, zero tolerance, and we're 100% serious. Bar staff, blah, 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 don't drink too much. People here you might work with someday, or you might work with today. So keep that in mind, behave yourselves, make good decisions. If you do drink too much, you can take an Uber. We pay for those. It is enough to cover the Uber tip, so it should cost you, in theory, nothing. I took my first Uber here today. It was actually really easy. It was a little weird setting up the app. They make you take a picture of your ID for some reason. But other than that, it was super easy, and EMC will pay for... EMC. SecDSM will pay for your ride home. Cut that last bit from the video.
He's had a few old-fashioned stuff. So.
All right, board members. So I'm in the middle. Colin's over here. I don't know. It doesn't look like him. Every time I see it, I'm like, who is that guy? But that's Colin. And then Brandon's out there. Big thank you to our volunteers. We got James over here who's going to do the news. Jared's making sure you can hear me mess up. Matthew is sitting over here hanging out. Jake is, I don't know, doing Jake things. Ways you can help. So we always need speakers. We have a speaker tonight. That's awesome. Next month there will be no speakers. We'll get into that later. I don't think there's a slide for it, but remind us to talk about that. And then CTFs, we need help with those as well. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Shout out to our friends. So these are people that gave extra to support us, so we really appreciate them. So big thank you to these people.
You could say they took an extra hop.
So how you get your name on this list, you buy either a full barrel of liquor of your choice or partial barrels of a liquor of your choice. And if you do that and let them know that you're doing it because we told you to do that, then we get meeting space, and that's really awesome. Because you guys get booze, we get meeting space, everybody wins. All right.
Before the transparency report, I think I'll slide this in.
Oh, yeah,
So Foundry handed this to us. I might get the information wrong, so you got to ask the bar staff. But they have a smoked meat and cigar thing that they're selling tickets for. I believe, and I might get this wrong, buy one, get one free for tonight.
So, smoked meat here.
Yeah, you do it. I don't know. I have no idea what this is.
Sorry, I've been really busy, so I didn't read my email that they sent us. But smoked meats, fine cigars, live music, and cocktails. Buy one, get one free tickets only tonight. Otherwise, your tickets all cost $75. So you can get 2 tickets for $75. And this is on later. I believe it's the 14th.
So this doesn't directly go to us, but I mean, anything we can do to help Foundry, they're going to continue to help us. They've been really good to us.
Plus it helps you. It's buy one, get one.
Yeah, plus it helps you. You get a free ticket. Transparency report. The space is sponsored by SecDSM and you guys for buying drinks. Don't forget to tip. When we don't have sponsors sponsoring the bar, they'll make significantly less on these evenings. So always tip. Always go buy drinks. You have the Uber to get you home. I'm not condoning that, though. Food, SecDSM. I got to say, though, we've had Casey's helping a ton over the last 6 months. They had to drop, but they've been a super big help over the last, I forget how many months. Drinks, again, you guys, and then sponsor night, Extra Hop. And then financial transparency, we have it all up on the website. I think Brandon just updated it today, so our balances should all be up to date. Everything that we buy, spend money on, get money from, it's all in there. Did we have a CTF this month? We had a CTF this month. I've not been following anything. Jared made the CTF. It is on Discord. It's in the CTF channel. Yes, in the CTF channel. Go find it there. We do not have a QR code this month. If you're not in the Discord, we do not have Slack anymore. I'm not going to keep talking about it, but it's in Discord. It's right here, actually. So upcoming events. CornCon is tomorrow. If you don't already have your tickets, I think they still have tickets, but that's like a Friday, Saturday thing. There's probably a handful of us going tomorrow. Unfortunately, B-Sides KC is the exact same time. Do we have free tickets to B-Side? I forget what the deal was there.
I don't think we had tickets.
We didn't have tickets. Oh, I'm sorry. They were claimed, but they weren't. Yeah, for CornCon. Yeah, they were claimed. Sorry, I've been out of all this. Wild West at the middle of next month. I finally get to go to that this year. I'm super excited. I think there's still tickets. I don't know. You got to find a way there.
I think you can still get tickets, but no more swag bags.
No more swag bags. Still tickets. And then just some other conferences. If there's conferences that someone's going to, let us know. We'll throw it on here. These are kind of the upcoming ones. It usually gets busier, around July, August. So there will be a lot more by then. But and then of course Discord. Slack's been gone for like 2 years. It's like 2 years now. And news.
All right, next month. Do you want to talk about it? I'll talk about it. I'm standing here. He won't be there. All right, next month. There's a scheduling conflict here, so we're going to shake it up a little bit. We're going to go to our friends at 515 over on University in, what city is that technically in? Is that West Des Moines? It might be Clive. 515, there's a bike path. It's over by that Walmart. We're going to go there, Windsor Heights. 515, the brewery. No business, only fun. No talks, just hanging out, having fun. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Geez, you guys are fired up. How am I going to follow that? I'll just talk like this the whole time. All right, news real quick for the month. A lot of this stuff has just gone down the last couple days. Here's a big one. China Link cyber spies backdooring semiconductor stuff. Funny enough, it's supposedly Chinese APT groups doing it to Chinese companies. So the assumption would be that they're trying to get, into semiconductors that we use. Go ahead and take a look at that. There's a big report out there that Eclectic IQ did. It's got a bunch of TTPs and stuff in it if you're interested. So that's a pretty cool new development that just came out this week. And then on the hilarious side, the Red Cross decided with the Ukraine war, because apparently after a year they felt they had to give some guidance, they decided to put out a document making comments essentially about targeting for hacktivists. So the Red Cross is the third bullet point there. Their document's got a bunch of stuff in it, but it was essentially don't use malware on military and civilian infrastructure at the same time, and don't attack hospitals and stuff like that. Pretty quickly, the hacktivists on both sides of the Ukraine-Russia conflict came out and laughed at it. The second bullet point there being a comment from one of the pro-Ukrainian hacker groups that was like, I don't understand why the Red Cross thinks they can tell us what to do. So that was quite entertaining. If you're not chasing that down, that was pretty funny. That just happened over the last couple days. I think the Red Cross dropped that like Monday or Tuesday, and this was from yesterday and today that the response was as you would expect. When you're dropping grenades from drones, you're probably not paying too close to the Red Cross and caring about what they care. And then in the realm of malware and ransomware, malware as a service has been something for years. These are tools you can buy on the dark web if you're not aware. They have many different levels of complexity. This new one, Bunny Loader, research has come out on it. This one's actually crazy. Not only is it quite cheap, but they have created an entire set of control panels and everything else. So you can go buy this tool for like 20 or 30 bucks, I think, if I remember correctly. And it gives you an entire control panel. So if you want to enact some malware as a service, I'd recommend you don't do it, from like your home computer at your house or, at work. But, you want to go buy a VPS from Germany and decide to run some malware as a service. There you go. Non-extradition treaty countries for the win. And then another big one, this came out. So CISA, if you're not aware, last couple of years has created KEV. It's their catalog of, not malware, but catalog of vulnerabilities. They update this all the time. There's actually a requirement now, and has been, not only from CISA putting that out in the requirements, but this binding operational directive that federal agencies have to patch. Usually it's about 90 days unless it's a big one. So all the crap that's gone on with Apple's lovely 0 days from the NSO Pegasus spyware, Google's big updates that totally weren't related to that. Oh, whoops, no, it was actually within, WPAD or whatever it is that I'm not remembering off the top of my head. But that's those big ones that have come out recently. So it has had a major result on the federal government side. So if you're related to federal government or you want to follow it and you weren't aware that CISA had this out there, you should definitely take a look at it, because when they do an update, people actually are required to patch, which is making things a lot safer. And then the last couple quick hits. FBI's calling out. Ransomware is obviously still number one. They're now seeing dual ransomware attacks within 48 hours. So companies that are getting ransomware and getting hit are getting hit with not just one version, but multiple versions of ransomware now. So that's by dual ransomware attack, they mean not just one kind of ransomware, but two. So if you're doing DFIR or looking at getting hit, you're getting hit hard. And then that ties into stuff we talked about before, like double and triple extortion. And then the NSA and CISA got together and dropped the cybersecurity misconfigurations. It will surprise no one that this is essentially, as they call out here, common misconfigurations and systemic vulnerabilities that huge organizations have and still have. It's a pretty obvious list if you haven't looked at it. And then the latest that just came out, I think yesterday, is this new Linux flaw that's priv-esque on multiple major distributions. It's a buffer overflow they're getting in with, and then hitting this environment variable. So if you aren't aware of that one and you're running Linux machines at work, I would definitely get those patched ASAP. That's it for the news. We always like to do jobs, so if you have a job opening and you'd like to come up, tell us who you are, what you're looking for. There's always a good audience here that's, always qualified and looking for people. So anybody hiring wants to come up and talk real quick, let us know.
Micah Green, we'll have a couple positions coming open probably this month for cybersecurity engineering. Closer to the mic, We have a couple positions coming open at principal in the cybersecurity engineering space.
Blue team or red? All blue team stuff? Cool. Anybody else? All right, coming up again. Here we go.
Hi, I'm out at Meta over at the Altoona Data Center. We've still got a couple positions open for kind of data center Linux engineers. Be working on my team, so if you're interested, hit me up.
Thank you. Anybody else? Doesn't look like it. All right, I think we are good. As mentioned, agenda for next month at 5:15, not here. Otherwise, we'll take probably a 10, 15-minute break here. Go get yourself another drink, and then the first talk will go. Have a good one.